Dag sê almal, good evening, Molweni. It is indeed a wonderful pleasure to have all of you here. Ek wil vanaand vir julle 'n paar konsepte deel wat hopelik vir julle van waarde gaan wees tydens julle studie, naamlik wat vat dit om suksesvol by maties te wees. The reference I use for my talk as a framework today, I got from a TED talk by Richard St. John, and the title is 8 Secrets for Success. Do Google that on TED Talks. It's really a fascinating talk. He does that in 3 minutes. I may take a little bit longer. But nevertheless, he did 10 years of research interviewing 500 successful people, including men and women. For instance, Bill Gates, Robert Murdoch, Richard Branson, the Google founders, etc. And then he took all that information on how they became successful and compiled it and analyzed it and put it together in a database for success and crystallized that into 8 critical factors. And I will use these 8 principles in my talk and try and customize that for what you may be able to use at Stellenbosch University. So the first success factor is passion. If you look at my helpers here in the Student Representative Council, they have that one there, passion. So the first factor means that you really are passionate about learning and becoming really knowledgeable in the field that you chose for your studies. Getting up to classes should not be a chore. Passion means that you do what you do for love and not for money. But the interesting fact is that many people who've done things out of passion have eventually come into money anyway. Many people say, I will pay someone for the opportunity to do what I do, which is precisely a reality for you as students, or for any student for that matter. They work very hard and they pay the university for that. The second success factor I want to emphasize is work, werk. Harde werk. So gepraat van harde werk, Rupert Murdoch, Australies-Amerikaanse mediamagnaat, is een van die mees welaf mense in die wêreld en hy het gesê, it's all work. Nothing comes easily, but I had a lot of fun. Many people called workaholics are actually workaholics. En aan die Universiteit Stellenbosch is dit moontlik om hard te werk en hard te speel. Maar met laasgenoemde bedoel ek nou nie 'n gevyf in Stellenbosch se kroon nie, maar dat jy die meeste sal maak van jou persoonlike en sosiale ontwikkeling en dit altyd sal doen in respek teenoor jou medemens. So kan 'n mens ook hard speel op 'n positiewe manier. The third success factor, focus. To be successful, one has to be able to focus on one thing at a time. At this stage, your primary focus and goal should be to obtain your degree in the minimum prescribed time. On a finer scale, you will from time to time be required to focus intensely on the next test or the next exam. And still, the aim should not be to pass your test with 30%, but to learn as much as you can. On this issue, modern technology is certainly helping us to learn. And multimedia has brought many benefits, which University of Stellenbosch is applying in our teaching and learning. But it has also accustomed us to multiple interruptions with minute but interesting snippets of information and blending our social and work life onto single technology platforms. At Stellenbosch University, we found that one of the biggest challenges for students is to unlearn the urge for immediate response to every WhatsApp, every tweet, every Facebook notification, so that from time to time they can actually put the cell phone aside, sit down, and focus on the academic task at hand. This is what will be required from one when you enter the world of work. Die vierde suksesfaktor, oefen. Daar word gesê dat om werklik goed te wees in enigiets, moet 'n mens minstens 10.000 ure daarop spandeer. Wel, 'n tipiese graadprogram by Stellenbosch sal so van 1250 ure en meer per jaar van toegewyde werk vereis. Dis die minimum. Maar dis nog steeds nie 'n waarborg dat jy jou graad sal kry nie. Om 'n waarborg vir sukses te hê, sal 'n mens eintlik veel meer moet doen en sal moet oefen en oefen en oefen. Die wat suksesvol is in die wêreld te sê, dit is wat hulle werklik goed gemaak het. En na my mening moet 'n student minstens 60 ure per week werk en nagraads kwalifiseer om as 'n meester die werkplek te betree. The fifth success factor, innovate. Bill Gates said, I had an idea, and he founded the first and eventually a massive personal computer software company. But to innovate, one has to listen, observe, be curious, ask questions, make connections, and have a problem-solving attitude. And I believe that's exactly one of the factors and secrets for success when you're a student. Die sesde suksesfaktor, dryfkrag. Sukses vereis dryfkrag om jouself gedurig uit te daag en voluit voort te gaan met jou selfontwikkeling, intellektueel, liggaamlik en geestelik. 'n Student moet leer om homself te druk dwars deur uitdagings soos skugterheid en vertwyfeling. In English, one has to learn to push yourself through shyness and self-doubt. Daar's baie hulpbronne by die Universiteit van Stellenbosch beskikbaar om hiermee te help. Byvoorbeeld, die Sentrum vir Studente Voorligting en Ontwikkeling, as ook beamptes in die fakulteite. And for when students tire of pushing themselves, the good Lord invented mothers. But seriously now, hier's nog 'n stukkie goeie nuus. Ek wil vir julle vertel van die Be Well Mentorsprojek. Die universiteit bied waarskynlik een van die wêreld se omvangrykste en innoverendste programme ter ondersteuning van eerstejaarsstudente, om hulle te help om akademies suksesvol te wees, gebalanseerd te groei in elke dimensie van menswees, om sodoende die graduant eienskappe te ontwikkel wat gesog is in die werkplek. Ons ervaring berus op wetenskaplike navorsing wat sê dat iemand wat gelukkig is, kan ook akademies presteer. Die projek staan al heel tereg bekend as die Be Well Mentor Welwees projek, en ek wil u regtig sterk aanmoedig om daaraan deel te neem. In 2014, verlede jaar, het 80% van ons eerstejaars vrywilligers daaraan deelgeneem. Hulle is opgedeel in meer as 500 mentorsgroepe en het altesaame aan meer as 5000 mentorsessies deelgeneem. En dit werk so dat elke mentor en elke mentee het toegang tot 'n persoonlike welwees webwerf, waar jy kan toegang kry tot 'n groot verskeidenheid van selfhelpontwikkelingshulpbronne, wat gefokus daarop om jou te help met die tipiese probleme wat studente ervaar. Die Be Well projek het ook 'n uitstekende tredhou komponent, enig in sy soort, wat ons help om mentors en mentees te bemagtig en vir hulle te wys wanneer dit tyd is om verdere hulp te gaan soek in die akademiese of persoonlike ontwikkelingssfeer van hulle lewens. The seventh success factor, persist. Die van die paas wat nou in die jare 70s diensplig sal gedoen het, sal weet ons het gepraat van vasbyt. Vasbyt. Dis die sewende faktor vir sukses. Success is not a one-way street. From time to time and once in a while, you will have to persist through failure. We make no excuse for the fact that Stellenbosch University has a reputation for very high standards. And we know that students come to Stellenbosch because they seek that quality. These facts are part and parcel of excellence. Fortunately, we still have the highest success rate of students in their modules in South Africa, 85%, and you should be part of that. But it does not mean that you will not, or may not, sometimes fail a module here and there. And then we will still not compromise on our standards. We will not negotiate with a student to condone a 49% mark into a 50% pass. Other than academic standards, which will be challenging, students sometimes face other challenges to overcome. Criticism, or unreasonable people, or rejection. However, successful people are those who get up when they trip up and don't give up. As far as rejection is concerned, I want to confirm here to all of you today, students and parents, that Stellenbosch University no longer tolerates any form of initiation that makes anyone feel unwelcome in our midst. Die afgelope paar jare is dit duidelik by die senior studente ingeprent. Enige optrede, houding, tradisie, reël of praktyk wat 'n nuwelingstudent minderwaardig stel en dis nie gasvry, vriendelik en menswaardig is totaal onaanvaarbaar vir die universiteit. Betreffende enige iets wat jou ontuis of onwelkom laat voel, moet jy nie vasbyt. You should not persist when you are made to feel unwelcome, but you should talk to your mentors or personnel and make sure that we take action with those students, seniors who may not yet have adopted our value of being a welcome university. Die 8ste en laaste factor vir sukses is diens. So let me conclude my talk where I've started, by visiting the long-term reason why you are at varsity. Om eendag goed betaal te word vir die werk wat jy doen, sal jy moet waarde gee aan iemand anders. 'n Diens bied. I.e., you must provide value one day in order to be paid. It should therefore not come to you as a surprise that two of the core values of Stellenbosch University is shared accountability and leadership in service of others. Tydens jou studies by Stellenbosch het jy 'n wonderlike geleentheid om nou al te leer hoe om waarde te bied aan jou medestudent en aan die gemeenskap in ons eie omgewing. Want om waarde te bied is wat dit gaan verg in die werkplek in die hedendaagse kennisekonomie. So, ek nader die einde. Baie dankie aan die studenteraadslede wat my gehelp het met die flitskaarte. If at any point during your studies you want to refresh yourselves on these 8 secrets for success at Marty's, a video of this presentation will be loaded on Marty's TV tonight. Look Marty's TV on YouTube, so you can look it up, or later in your studies. And in a few days it will also be loaded on our SunLearn e-learning platform. So welcome on flight SU 2015 with destination graduation. Have an enjoyable journey with us.